What is going on, family? Alex with AJ Duelist, and today is just going to be a topic of discussion video, and I just wanted to take a look or take a step backwards and kind of methodically kind of explain to you guys kind of like the direction of the channel and kind of where I'm going, because a lot has changed. We've hit some crazy milestones with a lot of the things TCG wise, and I guess I just kind of want to explain to you the direction of what's going on, because I mean, basically the channel has been very, I don't know, we've been kind of on this, we've been steady, you know, I've been doing a couple videos a week, but the production, the amount of videos hasn't been up to par of where I'd like to see the channel. And I don't like making excuses, but I do have a full-time job. I am a welding inspector and I'm busy a lot, so trying to make content as well as that, and then my Pokemon side business has just, guys, it's grown exponentially, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm purposely neglecting all of you in the channel. It's just, with the situation I got going on now, it's hard to kind of do everything, I guess. That's just water, guys. Mason Pierre. Lime water. Anyhow, though, let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. The amount my collection grew was... Let's go ahead. I literally 5x'd my collection. So my very first show, I believe it was August 13th. The show, I think I just had one of those 4x3 displays, and we brought only around $10,800 worth of actual cards, singles. It was all in that display, and I think I brought some binders. I didn't bring a whole lot. And coming up on the last show that we did in Fayetteville, I still got footage of that. We now have a little over, just cards, this is not counting sealed, just cards alone, we're looking just a little over 56,000. I know, that's crazy. Now, granted, I mean, I think I would say I reinvested probably an extra $1,000 a month, because I like to keep a little bit of cash when I do some of these deals. That way, just it makes things go by easier. So without my own personal money that I put into it, I would say we confidently 5x the collection, and that is insane. I couldn't imagine the success going that well, which I've always done decently well on my TCG player. I've tried my best to be the best seller that I can, but I didn't take it as seriously. Like I said, I just sold stuff to kind of reinvest into the channel so I can keep opening fun things, or I slowly acquired a lot of sealed, because I love collecting sealed. That's kind of what I enjoy. I think it's kind of cool, and it's just a lot smoother of an... I like collecting it, because just something about having that piece of history is always kind of cool to me. And then I don't get too attached with a lot of the physical cards. Like I see the collection that I've amassed, and it's really cool. I mean, it's pretty nuts, but by no means am I just, I don't know. I think that's why I was able to grow the Pokemon business so well. It's because there's not a insane personal connection with all these cards. I understand that this is separate from my PC, and I'm just using this to keep making the business run well. So going into 2025, there's a lot of things in my mind. You know, a lot of people are trying to push me to do some of the bigger shows, like the Collecticons, Front Row Card Show. I want to. And I even want to hire an editor, a video editor. I think that would be a tremendous help for me due to my time constraints. it would make life much, much easier. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I am doing something probably every single day. I really am. So me, and I slowly try to learn how to edit and do different things, but I would rather pay somebody who knows what they're doing. So if any of you guys, I guess, that would be interested or has some experience with video editing, I would really, I'd like to be able to hire somebody going into 2025, at least maybe at least have that conversation, because I think before too long I'm going to try to do some really big shows and I'm going to keep growing the inventory. So that's a big goal. The next goal, like collection wise, and I guess the update with the shows, I'm probably taking a break. I know I mentioned all this cool stuff, but I have to take a break. I have to take a break due to my work. I have a very busy schedule. I will be working 7 days a week for 14-hour shifts consistently over a couple months, possibly starting in March. So my time frame from now to March, I'm going to be working 5-6 days, probably 6 days a week, and leading up into my big turnaround, as we call it, shutdown. I'm not going to have a lot of time. I'm hoping I can post videos for you guys, but I know the amount of stress is going to be immense. So I guess I want to just air that out there in case you notice that the videos are slower or I'm not present. That's why. It's not that I'm giving up on the channel, it's just my time is being kind of sunken in. And then I guess the big exciting thing is what I really want to jump into. I would love, absolutely love to upscale my whole vending Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh business. And there's talks of possibly opening up LGS. Nothing big. I just want to buy a property because I'm not going to have a lease. I'm already looking into properties to purchase to have my own little game shop or card shop. It'll primarily just be Pokemon, and I'll have my niche Yu-Gi-Oh there. I'm not trying to just have this massive shop, but I want something really neat. I really want to collect, I really want an amazing collector-based shop. I primarily sell online anyway, so my sales, that's kind of where I make a lot of my bread and butter anyway. So if the actual shop doesn't do as well, it at least helps me allocate and get distribution because I will have a game shop. And it's nice to have that home base because every time I go to these shows that I've been doing, because we've done almost 7 now, we've done a lot, and they're always asking, where's your shop at? Where do you do this? Where do you do that? So I'm thinking going into this year, we will be taking the vending to a whole new level. We'll make it even bigger, and at the same time, I'll slowly be working on opening up my own LGS. So something to think about, and I think by then, it'll be more apparent on how I should shift the channel. Because guys, I am a collector first. I love the TCG of Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. It's truly helped me as a man, as a person, and to be able to be rewarded and given the opportunity to have these successes. I'm so thankful, and I really don't want to miss the opportunity to possibly do this thing full time. And it sounds crazy, I know, it sounds nuts, but I'm a very numbers guy, and I don't jump into things without being almost 100% certain. Nothing's guaranteed, but I try to take care of most of the risk beforehand, and I like to methodic, and a lot of it is speaking to me that it just makes sense. Because to be completely transparent, guys, I was going to open up my own gym. You guys know I love lifting weights. I'm a professional natural bodybuilder. I that's always been my passion. I was going to open my gym this year, but seeing this opportunity with the trading cards, I'm leaning more towards that possibly. I mean, I enjoy both, and who's to say I can't have both one day, but I'm trying to make it make sense. Like, if I use X amount of money, how much can I make off of this? Whereas you guys know a gym, and you have thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars that have to be spent before a single dime is earned, right? Whereas I can take X amount of product and I have a percentage that I can make off this product, right? Fortunately, this will not be my only source of income too, so I'm not just jumping off a ledge either. There's going to be safety nets in place. So I don't know, guys. That's just kind of what I've been thinking in the direction of this channel. I want to make it more professional, more upstream, and I understand I cannot do it by myself. So I need help. And if there's any of you guys that are good video editors or know people who would be willing to work with me, I mean, or even fly out to some of these shows that I do, I can, like I said, I can make a deal with people where I can take care of the expenses, flight, hotel, whatever the case may be, to be a videographer. That's kind of where the direction I'm doing, because I understand the opportunity cost and the money that needs to be spent in order to have a good production. And my channel's missing that. We're missing that professional taste. And granted, I wish I could sit here and say, yes, you know, I could spend the time to learn all this stuff. That frankly, guys, I don't have the time to do that. So that's kind of where we're at, and that's why I'm hoping in 2025, with all these big goals I have, I can also assemble a team, and a team that can just take this channel to the next level, because I want to give back more to you guys. You guys have been so incredible to me. You guys have been there through my ups and my downs, and I really want to give back in a way and to show my gratitude. So we're at. I know it's a little bit of rambling. I just wanted you guys to hear my thoughts going into 2025. Yes, it looks like I'm going to the beach. I just figured, why not wear something? It's snowing outside. I wanted to, like I said, it's 2025 now. So we're going into this cool year. And I guess before I go, I guess we could speak about my personal collection goals. I, for some reason, am having a want or desire to obtain all these ponchos, like these poncho wear Pikachus and PSA 10s, as well as the Super Mario and Luigi PSA 10s. I don't know, I'm wanting these cards really bad. Like, they look so cool, because I got a lot of cool old vintage stuff. But to me, those just, for one, they're very expensive, very valuable, but those look like, the Mario and Luigi cards just look so cool. So I'm hoping that I can at least obtain some of those here in 2025. In terms of vintage goals, though, I mean, I'm eyeballing some more Gold Star cards. I don't know if I'm going to obtain them. Like I said, I'm more worried about the growth of everything else. Like, I'd rather put my growth in my business first rather than my own personal ones. Because frankly, you got to do that sometimes. Business comes first. So I'm curious to see what y'all's collection goals are for 2025. That's Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Wise, I may try to obtain a Ghost Rare Stardust First Edition integrated card, or a Ghost Rare Black Rose Dragon First Edition. So I'm in between. Those are some of my favorite cards of all time. So I'm looking at that. That'd be so cool to get the opportunity to buy a minty Ghost Rare copy or something. That'd be so cool. So we'll see what happens. That's kind of some of the goals right now, but I'm going to leave you guys that. That way I don't ramble too long. I don't know if you guys care to hear that, but thank you guys if you guys were listening. I'm Alex with AJ Duelist, and I'm signing out.